Check it out. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. We're doing a friendly scrimmage match here with BFNations Netherlands versus German Fight Machine Germany. So we're going to go 1-1. It's going to be on ESB rules today. So they're a bit different than our rules. So, for example, shotguns are allowed. I'll get into that a little bit later. I think our maps are Giant Shadow. Could you remind me, Chaos, who's actually streaming, commentating, what our second map is?
Our second map is Suez.
Suez, yeah, and I think we have a tiebreaker map as well, in case we have to.
Actually, we do not have a tiebreaker match or map today chosen. Both teams agreed that they don't have time for it if they need for it, or if the match would be a tie or a draw. But
unlikely, as it's
yes.
points based, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I mean, unlikely to have a tie, hopefully.
It is likely because well, we're going to play 2 rounds on each map, and the team that reaches the most tickets overall in those 2 rounds gains a point. In other words, they win a map. And since we're playing 2 maps, it's quite likely that they might be drawing it.
Well, that would be interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, it is basically whoever has the most points at the end wins the map. Is that correct?
Yes. Who has the most tickets?
Tickets, sorry. I just wrote points in the chat for our battle coins. Points, tickets, coins. We've got a lot of things for you, but here's the main things that are quite different. Now, for weapons restrictions, we've only got Martini Henry, Model 10A Hunter, and all variants of the Automatico. So it'll be interesting to see some shotguns and some weapons we might not see from the DLC today. Very heavy fog as well, so it could be useful for people running quarters. No gas grenades. Other than that, everything else is okay, including anti-tank. Scout flans are banned only on Suez, Amiens, and Argonne Forest, so we might see some flares today. Vehicles, I mean, this will apply as this is Conquest. So we've got all behemoth use is banned, including spawning in one. Armored vehicles are limited to 1 of each type, so you can't have more than 2 armored vehicles spawned at a given time. Same applies to air. Only 1 of each type, no more than 2 at a given time. And then other vehicles, no cavalry, the horse class. So even if you just spawn on it and get off, it's not to be used at all. Just want to say thank you for the follow to Jay Living and AmyMan6010. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all your support. It's really awesome to see people come here and tune in, be active and follow and subscribe. Thank you. Can't do it without you. So it's been a while for me for a stream, so I'm All-Star Punk 99. For those of you that aren't familiar, you can see me in the chat as Paul BHD. I haven't gotten around to changing that yet, so apologies if you get a bit confused maybe. And I'm sure you all know ChaosZake if you're tuning in again. You've been with us since the beginning. Great streamer and a good commentator as well.
I'm not too sure, do they know me? I'm not really here often talking, even though this is the second time
I mean,
talking
you don't talk often, that's right. Yeah. You've got a very distinguished voice, though. Very recognizable voice. So
it is.
Yeah, I hope they can remember you. We see we got a lot of bets going on here. Most going for GFM at the moment.
Yes, actually, let me see. What's the division of the bets at the moment? Yes.
Nice to see Acnro 4 or Acnra. I can never pronounce the name. Yeah, I see you around quite often.
That he wants to be called AK.
Oh, AK. All right, man. I'm down with AK. Sounds good to me. Okay. Nice to see you, AK. See Semps here as well. Got Pepsi. MyMan6010. Thanks again for the follow before. I'm getting excited because the teams are stacking up, and we don't get to do Conquest very often, so this will be cool. Especially with a lot of fog like this.
Hopefully the fog will go away when the actual round will start. Then we will be able to see actually what's going on. It seems like we have lost All-Star. Where did he go? Or are you just being silent? I don't know. Maybe some technical problems, I don't know. Well. Hi Pepsi. What else have you wrote in the damn chat? All-Star, what are you doing?
Ah, there we go. I think my Ethernet lead popped out of my computer there. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi on as a backup. It's got the little clips broken off of it, so it can slide out quite easily. Right. Apologies. Yeah, as I was saying, Giant Shadow, not sure if they can cap the home flags. We're getting started here. I've checked the official website for the ESB, and it just says coming soon on Giant Shadow. So, not sure.
Yes, the home flags will be banned to be captured on Giant Shadow. Yes, so that would be the flag A and is that F, the other one?
Yeah. I believe so, yeah. Yes. Thanks, Mars1239 for the follow, man. Nodgiele Banane, I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks for the follow as well. And Kyle Ubek, thank you as well for the follow. And I think we've got Panda MRB as well. So thank you for all the follows, guys. Amazing. Counting it down from, we're going to be going in about 10 seconds here. It's all very hectic.
I assume that we're going to wait until both teams are filled, and when we have that, they're going to choose an actual time to start.
Hey, it looks like they're still organizing squads.
So we have German fight machines here on the blue, and Netherlands playing on the red. And we're still waiting for 2 players from the Netherlands side to actually join the server.
I bet Netherlands 30. Goodbye, All-Star. Goodbye, Senpai. I haven't gone anywhere. Just my Ethernet lead. Not sure if I should bet anything here.
Oh, I actually forgot to add the option to bet for a draw. Dang it.
Ha!
Well, yeah. Let's hope that nobody wanted to get a draw. We're still waiting for 1 player to join.
Yeah, it looks like we're waiting on 1. 3 squads of 4. 12v12. For those of you just... Sorry?
Thanks for all the follows. We just gotten like... was there like 7, 8 of them now?
Well, let's see. I think I finished with Kyle Ubeck. Now I've got Big Dogs 8, Tismox, Diego987, Abarca, the Blue Wolf, and Camp Out 09. So amazing. Just like tons of follows in the last minute. Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate it. Holler at us in the chat, and remember to bet your coins. You can check how many you have by doing exclamation point points, and that will tell you. And I believe you get 1 point per every 10 minutes watched. You get 2 points per every 2 minutes watched if you're a subscriber, if I'm not mistaken. And you can exchange that for swag in our shop. We've got t-shirts that you can only get through having Battlefield coins. Are we still doing frontline packs, Chaos?
Yes, I think so we are. At
yeah,
least
so
according
much,
to my understanding we are. So I cannot remember how many coins it is, do you?
I don't know, and I don't know if we've sold out of them in the shop and you can only get them in giveaways, but I'm not sure, but I'm sure we can find out. So those of you new here, exclamation point points, check how many you've got. If you want to bet, do exclamation point bet base team. If you're nice one, Semp. Well, I don't use the French spelling. How do you spell center? Sentry? How about aluminum?
Aluminium.
It's not aluminium. You know, it's funny. The guy that invented it actually called it aluminum. And then it was called aluminum in America. And then after independence, they wanted to be called aluminium, I guess. They got all butthurt. But it's there. You can read the wiki. I find it quite funny that people get so attached to pronunciation.
So we have all the players in the server now, and I think they have chosen to start at the minute count of 5. So we have still 2 minutes here to be readying ourselves for this tonight's game.
Yeah, we just got 2 more follows, Rajesh, I think, and the Nashki, Marksman 08, Kruger 2587, and Brian 7 Arius. Awesome, man. Great. Thank you so much for the support. Keep the follows coming. It really, really helps us a lot. Keeps us motivating, keeps us going to know that you're engaged with us, and, you know, happy to check us out. It's only about a minute and a quarter here left before we stream.
So it seems like we will be getting a foggy giant shadow for this start of the game. I wonder if we will be seeing anything in it.
It'll be difficult for overheads. We're probably going to be doing a lot of first-person stuff, I assume, or third-person lock cam, you know, chase cam. I know I'm in good hands with you streamings. This will be, for those of you that didn't maybe hear before, these are ESB rules. So if you see any shotguns or any DLC weapons, don't be surprised because they are allowed. The only one that's not allowed is the Model 10A Hunter, I believe. That's right, the Model 10A Hunter, Martini Henry, and all variants of the Automatico. Other than that, everything's good to fly, so I'm really hoping to see some favorite DLC weapons in here. I think the RSC can be a great counter to any scouts on the map with that 2-shot kill. Plus, the scouts can use flares, so that's going to be very helpful in the fog.
So we have the round started here.
Yeah, rolling out with some tanks here. Got a heavy tank. Was that an artillery truck in front?
It seemed so.
GBK in the air. Who's he taking on there? And we've got our first death. Looks like Patrick caused suicided or accident from the NL side.
They seem to be circling around in the airs with those planes.
Yeah, they just seem to be whoever can get on top of... Oh, we've got 2 planes in the air now, and it looks like Netherlands has 2 in the air, so they might be able to take out that single bomber, or excuse me, that single plane there. Now remember, you can have 2 planes in the air, and that's the max, but they must be 2 different variants. You can't have 2 fighters. It would have attack. I don't know. It would have to be 1 attack, 1 fighter. I don't know how nuanced that is. I assume that subtypes don't count, so you can't have 2 fighters with different subtypes. They're still essentially the same plane.
Yeah, I think it's the general type of the actual vehicle. So yeah.
Look at that Hawkfire running the trench periscope. That's going to be great for spotting enemies.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you unaware, it does spot the enemy fully, not only as if you did it manually, but also puts a red glow around them. You can see through walls and hills.
Has managed to take 2 kills with his rifle there. Is this the...
Yeah, it looks like he's running an optical.
The Gewehr M95 optical or carbine version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this rifle.
I haven't played as much with it as I'd like, but I do like the optical variants on certain weapons. They weren't easy to use initially just because they're so unorthodox compared to what we're mostly used to in first-person shooters.
So we have the German Feint machines in an early lead here with almost double the amount of tickets than the Netherlands has. And they have been pretty much holding the 3 flags they currently possess the whole time here.
Yeah, Netherlands really using that hill at the back there, trying to cover themselves and be able to push in on the point. But I think this GFM artillery truck might take out all those NL players real quick. I'm going to mention some follows as well. Please, thank you to MazeN662, Exploit Gamer 876, The Real Playboy Kobe, Ravaloni 223, Fudwrecker, BNI GT, Blacky Phantom, Doobie 2001, and Calvin's TPQ. Wow, mouthful. Thanks a lot, guys, for all the follows. We do appreciate it. It's a real big help, and I hope you guys stay tuned. We've got plenty in store for you coming up.
So we have had a bit of a tank battle here. In Netherlands, heavy tank versus the Germans, heavy tank.
Ooh, ricochet shot there.
Yes.
That could make the difference for the GFM team. That ricochet shot there. Oh, and he got bombed by a bomber as well. It looked like, or a airship buster. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the flat cannon.
And that's done.
Yeah, GFM wasting no time. NL's got a chance now to move in on Delta. They're struggling, but they're keeping a small point score difference. It's not too big. And I think if they're just smart about their revives and not dying, they're going to be okay. Headshot from Hawkfire on the GFM team on Patricos from NL. Oh no, grenade could get the double there. BFNations Kevin taken out. And we've got another tank battle here.
Can't touch it sniping here with the tank.
Netherlands only capable of holding on to Echo at this point.
Yes, that seems like...
I believe the only reason they've had Echo is because someone was on the flat cannon preventing those airplanes from getting too close to objectives. Great move from GFM, blowing up the building there, preventing there from being any cover and hoping for those debris kills. Very common camping spot back there. A little woodshed and big barn.
It seems like GFM is making a slow approach towards E.
Yeah, Big Boy's pushed up real hard for Netherlands, just engaging 1v1 with Battle of the King. Now he's got 2v1. He got 1 kill, and he got taken out. Maybe they're just defending and not looking to push for the cap. They're setting up a, defense perimeter.
Patrick
Yeah, Netherlands moving in for the flank.
Kurosaki, yeah, doing a flank here all the way to Charlie.
It's important to take the time to do maneuvers like this if you're playing in games like Conquest and Domination, because they can turn the tide straight away. I don't know if any of you have been paying attention to what's been happening in the Battlefield world, but we had the announcements of incursions, the competitive Battlefield mode. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that. I heard spawn points will be a thing as well, so we'll be able to put down spawn points for people to spawn on. So that will totally change how flanking is going to work in the game.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into seeing some more footage out of it, and maybe even go and test it out myself to see. And would it be worth to actually be basing a competitive game mode for?
I unfortunately don't have PC, so I won't be in the alpha, but I'm hoping they bring it soon. And yeah, if you're on it, let me know what you think. It'll be interesting because it's kit-based, so you can't really pick your loadout as much as you'd like on here, but I'm sure it's going to be balanced quite well. And if not, the community will make it balanced sooner or later with their feedback. Got some more follows here. It's Legit 775, Creature 5898, AJ Bash 64, 6Wave 32, SS Breach, Jake the Killer 24, and D Ninja 1231. Thanks a lot for following us, everybody. We appreciate it. It really, really helps motivated and going, and it's nice to have you here, honestly. All right, another tank battle. Netherlands with a bit of a surprise on GFM, it looks like. They've got 2 hits on him. Ooh! And he's got a mortar from Tommy, I think. Tommy!
Both
oh,
tanks
GFM's falling back now. Yeah, even with support repairing there,
yes.
He's struggling. And you can see that flare flying over the hill, trying to get the marking for the tank really well there.
Do you know the maths for this? I mean, if there's two tanks, both of them getting repaired constantly and they're shooting at each other, would, if they keep doing that, would they eventually destroy each other, or would they just keep shooting until someone
I suppose it depends, because once you fire that last round, there's a delay on reloading. Once you have 0 rounds, it's an additional delay, I believe, to get the reload in. I know that if you have 2 supports repairing, it doesn't double the repair speed. It actually halves it even more. So you can have 5 supports repairing, it would still be the same as 1 repairing. It would split it down to 1/5 per support. But that's a good question. I don't know. I would assume it would just be a battle of attrition until, you know, one guy can get a shot and the other can't.
I wonder if we should go and do some field testing with it ourselves and see which way it is.
Well, we could. That's my problem, though. I could sit in a server testing things in this game a million times, hours and hours, but I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we should even do a stream, and people can suggest some things to us, so we can get a whole list of things, and we can stream testing them out for you live.
Yeah, that could be an idea.
Like Mythbusters.
Mm-hmm.
More follows, even. Wow, this is brilliant. Wow, I've got to scroll up and Psychosis 1996, Yellow Caltrap Lord, Pullman Poika, and H Larry 14140 as well. Thank you for the follows. You guys don't even know how important it is for us to get followers and subscribers. We really, really appreciate it. I know you must hear it from a lot of streamers, but it makes it huge. It always puts a smile on our face, honestly. I feel really good. So thank you.
I assume the correct way to pronounce that one of the names is Palmun Poika. It's Finnish.
Palmun Poika. Kavarish Kavari. Ezekiel May, Legendary Kahar, and Kopek has followed as well. Thank you very much, guys. That's brilliant. Buzzing. Look at that plane just crashing there next to a Darm Fresser. It's still spinning. Oh, we've got somebody on the field gun as well. GFM's not messing about that tank.
Yes. GFM has managed to hold this wreckage of a airship quite well. I think Netherlands have not managed to even try to capture DRC.
Well, they managed a small push on Delta. Didn't get very far. Just past the yellow gas. Yeah, very difficult approach here, I think, on the Zeppelin, because the walls are bulletproof, so they can't shoot through the walls. I think their best bet's going to be attempting a flank on Charlie Riverside, but they can't get spotted. If they can at least scare GFM into shifting their defensive position towards a different point to recap it, or even prevent them from capping it, it might give them just enough opening to push in on Delta.
Netherlands.
Oh, Killer Bennett Bravo.
Yes.
Running the beauty bar with a telescopic. Oh, look at that gimme. Oh no, how unlucky. Running the beauty bar with a telescopic. Oh, some dynamite.
Mm-hmm. Building up or blowing up the build. Oh, a knife kill or a pickaxe kill there by a Netherlands player.
Sorry, quick question. Is FF on? Friendly fire on?
I think it's not.
I don't believe so, because I don't think he'd be throwing that dynamite if it was so haphazardly. I suppose that's a good choice on Conquest. Personally, I think FF on Conquest makes it difficult to blow up buildings and things like that, which you need to do quite often. Obviously, I assume auto-aim rotation is off.
I would assume so, yes.
For those of you who aren't aware, we tend to play with auto-aim rotation off. So what that means is when you pull your left trigger, by default, it actually moves your character a bit left or right to snap to the target, like you see snipers doing. While the other auto-aim doesn't actually affect the rotation of your player. It only slows down your reticle as it passes over targets. Jeremy Schultz, 12, thanks for the follow. BWK, Terrorschwein, wow. Baha Laszlo, there we go, I think I got that one as well. Thanks for the follow. And Legendary K Cart, if I haven't said it before.
So we have GFM win the lead with 73 tickets here. So it's definitely still doable for Netherlands to push and get those difference there. Maybe actually take the lead here. And they actually have managed to move to Charlie, and they are capturing it at the moment. So
yeah, they've got Charlie and Delta. I think that flank by Killer Ben did exactly what it was meant to do. It pulled them away from those points so they couldn't defend, and giving NL the chance to come in and cap.
yes, for the first time.
I know both teams are keen to win because, like they said, they don't have time for a tiebreaker. And thank you PSG Toujours for the follow, and Simon 50825 and King Devil 34. Thank you very much for the follows. Follows are like food for streamers. It keeps us going. Eat us the follows. Oh, nice to get some airtime now and see what's happening in the skies. 2v1 here.
Yeah, the GFM is taking down this Netherlands fighter plane. It seems so. Oh.
Attempts are being made, but I think he's just baiting him in for the flat cannon kills. I'm not sure.
I think there's...
Hi to Tommy.
Yeah, I think he just took down a plane with a artillery truck.
I'm not sure. He's not running the AA one, though. I think he's running the proper artillery truck, the proper shell.
We can actually probably see. Yes, it's the cannon one.
Barney Pokitsa, thank you very much for the follow. And Shajbin Panzer, thank you for the follow as well. Shabin Panzer, if I've got that right. Right, AK saying in the chat, last time you played T12 was 5 or 6 months ago. Auto rotation was on, and FF also. Friendly fire was on with auto rotation on? That's weird. Bulletproof fabric, that's right, yeah, it's a Kevlar in it. Senpai. It's I assume it's Kevlar. I don't know if they had it at that point.
I'm quite sure that they didn't, but...
It would be something. I assume they had that worked. Who knows, might be chainmail. Well, I am in front of a computer, so I can find out.
Yeah, Google it.
And it was invented. Well, Kevlar was invented by a Polish woman, by the way.
All right.
I think. Poland. Wait. Yay, Poland, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she also invented Teflon on this history. Yeah, 1964, guys, so that can't be Kevlar. Not sure what it is. Woven lead, maybe? But it is bulletproof, and it can be annoying.
So GFM has managed to gain the possess of DNC flags again, and they are moving back to their original position at defending them. But we'll see how it goes. There's quite a lot of Netherlands players close by trying to prevent it happening.
Yeah, the Netherlands are doing a good job, though, of using that corner there of the Zeppelin. Fall back, regroup, and then re-engage. They're not falling apart. They're staying collected under pressure, and they're making moves. Senpai says it's 100% spiderwebs. Could be spiderwebs, man. Milk those spiders. It would probably take, I don't know, a millennia to get enough spider silk for that, but who knows? Germans were industrious, weren't they?
Kevin here attacking the GFM's tank.
Nice to finally see an assault doing their duty on the armored vehicles.
Gets a kill.
I hope the BFNations players have read up on the rules and stocked up on anti-tank grenades, because they will be very handy.
Well, I think Kevin was carrying AT rocket gun and the dynamite with it.
Okay. Maybe a bit more versatile choice. I don't like using AT on infantry unless it's like a big chunk of guys, because it's not very effective. AT grenade, that is. Yeah, so they've done a good job there. Ben's, they've survived. They got a support feeding them ammo. They've got a medic. They've got an assault. They're hanging back and just slowly pushing in.
Yes, the Netherlands has managed to capture D here, just in a second. And I think it's pretty much because of the tank they have managed to get that spawns going in there.
Well, they've got some flank attempts coming now. Let's see how they handle that and whether they focus on those or the tank there. Excuse me. Oh boy, that could be a really nice grenade there. Looks like there's quite a few guys there. Yep, the marksman auto-loading. My new favorite. After a bit of Dom PT matches, progression teams, I'm definitely convinced it's the best auto-loading. If you know how to use it.
Really?
Ooh, that was close.
It was.
Yeah.
And a nice choice on a secondary. That was the MLE.
Yeah, the MLE. I either use the MLE or the auto revolver, because the MLE gives you that quick weapon switch with a high rate of fire, quite accurate from the hip. But the auto revolver is a beat.
Yes, usually on
a bit more difficult
on our streams when we see medics using a sidearm, it's like 90% is the auto revolver they're using.
What's the auto revolver? Yeah,
yes.
Let's have a look here. I wanted to let everybody know that's viewing right now. Battlefield Nations is a big community of currently PlayStation 4 gamers of Battlefield, obviously. And you can join us quite easily. There is no, you don't have to play in a match, or you don't have to have any certain requirements met or try out or anything. Everybody's welcome. And it's not just a matter of, you join and you're just like, oh, I'm just hanging around the forums and you feel like a spectator. You can actually get involved. There's so much to do, from editing to commentating, to streaming, to playing, to managing communities, just load. And we've got everything from random channels for memes down to tactical channels for, teams to discuss their next plans. So if you do want to join us, the quickest and best way is through Discord. You can find the link if you scroll down here near the bottom, and just click that or enter that code. That's your invite, and from there you opens up a whole new world, a whole world of possibilities and things for you. And even if you don't want to be involved with the team, you can just stick around and see how things work behind the scenes.
Yes, indeed.
So that's my bit. I'll keep my mouth shut for a few minutes now.
Yes. So if you just enjoy watching our streams, for example, and not really into playing the game itself, you could join our Discord in that case too. You would be getting the most accurate information when we will be streaming and what will be streamed and what else.
Yeah, when we'll be streaming, what will be streamed, upcoming plans, giveaways.
Oh yeah,
you can be involved as well. You can help shape the future of BFN as well and give us your feedback, because we're always listening. No one of us is as smart as all of us. That's the thing that I think is true universally. So don't think that your voice won't be heard. There's a lot of voices, but we listen to them all. Especially the ones in our heads.
Especially those ones.
Those are the most important ones. It's when you start talking back to them when you gotta worry. If anyone ever catches me talking to myself, I just say, hey, sometimes I gotta talk to a genius.
Indeed. So, GFM is about to take the win on this map. Or this round, to be specific. They're
going to get the round on the map. I'm going to do a few follows quickly as well. I hope I'm remembering where I finished off. Andrew is Boss 58, Chessy 1987, Jail Storms, Titus 445, Yellow Bandit, For Freedom, Emily Rose 02, or Emily 02 Rose, and Chickus Feet 345. Thanks a lot for the follows. You guys are wonderful. Appreciate support, attention. Really does help when you follow. It makes us want to keep going. Like I said, it's fuel for our fire. Oh, and I've also missed Expert Gamer 442 and Smiley 15 Kid. Sorry about that.
Those follows just keep coming.
It's insane. I can't keep up between like trying to talk about what's going on at BFN, our future, the game, follows, and incursions. Yeah, a lot going on. Yeah, 479-395. Not a huge score difference. I know at the beginning I was saying, "Oh, Germany smash," but I think that the Netherlands are doing a really, really good job right now, holding it down.
So, GFM in the lead with 83 tickets. So it hasn't changed a lot since like 100 tickets ago, but yeah, it's a pretty clear now that GFM is going to take this first round here.
Definitely. Oh, that airship buster plane from GFM is raining down on Rowan and Kevin. Didn't get any kills though. And the final moments here of round 1 of Giant Shadow is going to go to GFM. $500-413. So now with ESB rules, it's going to be who's going to have the most points overall here. Is it possible for NL still to win right now?
It is, of course. If NL wants to win this map, they would need to win with more than 87 ticket difference, which means that if Netherlands wants to win this map, they would need to prevent GFM reaching 413 tickets.
So it is possible, even if the other team has 500 points, that doesn't mean it's over. They just got to stop them from getting that 413. So if they get 412, excuse me, if GFM get 412, Netherlands get 500, it's a win by 1 point. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Brilliant.
But at the scoreboard here, quickly, can't touch it with a KD of 16, although he was using the tank, so I'm not too surprised with a high KD of it. But I'm not seeing any other names that stand out too well.
Yeah, but you've got Church Farmer back there, 4-6, 26-14. I mean, KD isn't always a representation of how good a player is, and obviously we don't have points, so we can't really tell you based on points who was the best player per se. But yeah, I can definitely see on the German side a bit better performance.
Anyway, we're going to get our teams ready for the next round, and we'll be taking a short break. Enjoy the tunes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and welcome to the people that have just joining us. I'm AllStarPunk99, and with me we got ChaosZake.
Hello.
Yes, a very infamous person for those of you that aren't aware. He is pretty much behind most of the streams you see, doing all the controls and magic stuff, but you don't get to hear his voice very often. So soak it up while you can. It's
You said you cannot get to see his voice very often.
Oh, you can't get to hear his voice very often. You see, that's just see it. It's so powerful. Just do it. no Shia today. Shia. Anyway, we're back with Netherlands from BFNations, and then we've got German Fight Machines, Germany. They're doing a friendly scrim here on Giant Shadow. It's T12 Conquest. For those of you familiar with our rules, we're playing by ESB rules today, slightly different. So you will see a lot of weapons and gadgets that we restrict normally. So the only weapon restrictions are Martini Henry, Model 10A Hunter, and the Automatico, all variants. Grenades, gas grenades are banned. Everything else, fair play. And then scout flares are banned only on Suez, Amiens, and Aragon, so they're okay here. Obviously no behemoths. Only one type of each vehicle. So you can only have one heavy tank and one land ship, for example. But you can have two of any vehicle. So if that makes sense. So you can have two tanks, but they have to be different type of tanks. And you can have two planes, but planes. And no cavalry, regardless of whether you have a horse or not. Just 2 OP, having ammo, armor, and health. Is that it? Is that it really, Chaos?
Yes, I think. Netherlands, I think they have just lost the players, so we will see how fast they'll be getting it back.
Are we going to be starting, or are we waiting for the player?
We are waiting for the player, but
fine.
I still
are we
don't
moving
know
it to the 5-minute mark then? Excuse me.
I think it's going to be at 6-minute mark that they're at the
6-minute mark. Okay, so we've pushed back to 6, obviously, because we've lost a player here on the NL side. And this is why Chaos is so good at what he does. He notices all the little details.
It's
got an immense mind. Me, I'm too... I don't know. Yeah, it would take me a minute to notice that. Luckily, we've got no fog this time around. It'd be nice clear views for us and skies. Hopefully that doesn't change. Dynamic weather, quote unquote. But the last round with GFM, we saw them holding the Zeppelin basically. They were spawning on the German side at that point, so from Alpha side. And they held that down for a good portion of the match. But NL did get in, and they caught Charlie. They got Delta. They got Echo. We had a nice flank there from Killer Ben on Bravo. That pulled the Germans off points a bit, I think, and gave Netherlands a bit of breathing room to push in there on Charlie and Delta. So hopefully see a lot of that action now. It was only about a 100-point difference, so they definitely have a chance, especially since it's the second round on the same map, and they've kind of felt out their enemy. So fingers crossed for all the NL fans out there.
Yes, indeed, they have a chance, but they definitely need to be leading this second round in order to get the win.
Oh yeah, they have to as soon as GFM gets 413 points, if I'm not mistaken, they've got the win. So Netherlands cannot let Germany get this. GFM Germany fighting as Britain in here. They can't let them get 413 points.
Yes, indeed, that's the number.
The magic number. Loads more follows. I can't keep up, man. Where did I stop and where do I start? For Freedom, I believe. I think I shouted out to you. Yellow Bandit as well. Testo 30. I think we did as well. Expert Gamer 442. Smiley 15 Gibbs. Magnitude 12. Rushield 14. Red Goes 2678, McTimmer, SXNCQL, 280 HD, Rents the Great, Fat Assassin 94. Oh wow, hold on. Victoraro Raju 123. Oh, I butchered that. Man, I really wanted to get that right. I'm sorry. Amario 28, Viggy, the Bark Knight 9. I like it. S-Das Twins, Tank 2X, Toxic Star 20. 222, Gabriel 16 Gamer, and 11 Hral, or I don't know if I mispronounced that, HRAL. Amazing, you guys. Thank you so much for all the follows. I'm blown away, and I'm sure Chaos is as well, and everyone in BF1 is so grateful for them. You guys are legends. Thank you.
Thank you all. So we have the round started here in about 40 seconds ago, and the Netherlands has taken the quite nice lead on capturing most of the flags here, but it seems like GFM is not going to give D for Netherlands this time. They have quite a lot of
I want to see if
manpower
NL is going to be more aggressive here, and try and go for those kills a bit. Killer Ben just praying that no one sees him. Oh, he's already getting engaged. Kevin coming in for the revive. Is he going to get there? Taken out. NL still has a tank down there, and they still have an artillery truck, so that's not too bad. So it's a stalemate, really, with Bravo Charlie for Netherlands and Delta Echo for Germany. And this is where we're going to see the difference. Whoever can get Delta, if they can get Delta or Horde Delta, that's going to be the game changer, I think.
GFM is in the early lead with 5 tickets at the moment, but the flags themselves are tied, so we will see how it will be going. It definitely seems like it's the Netherlands pushing for the flag D here. But,
I'm surprised we're not seeing more air support on Delta from either team, whether that be you know, an attack plane with a case cannon or a bomber.
Well, it's not an easy objective to be giving an air support at, because well, it's really specific to the spots where you can
It's definitely not easy, but I don't underestimate the skill of these pilots. Especially down at the gap between Charlie and Delta, you can easily just do a strafing run over that area because it's quite exposed. Looks like fighter planes in the air is the preference.
Yes, I think I have not seen any attack planes used. Well, actually,
Not in this round here, not in round 2 on Giant Shadow, but I definitely saw some fighters round 1.
Actually, here is
there we go. We got a fighter right there.
This is a attack plane, actually. So using
Excuse me, attack plane. I always get the two confused. Attack and fight, same difference. Nice paint job.
Yes,
I haven't seen
really
that yet. I like it. Really cool.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any vehicle decals or skins myself. Oh, what the heck was that?
Ooh! Oh! Bruh! I think that's a GFM player there. I don't think that tag's correct. Oh, it's a BFN player. For shame. Well, maybe he's not in the platoon, but I hope he gets his point.
So about these decals, I was saying that I'm not really too familiar with all these different kind of decals or skins they have available for all these planes. So I think every time I see some just a bit more unusual one than the basic ones, always thinking that it's how goddamn many these are here.
Only got. I mean, I know Pink Lady and then Night Flyer or something like that, and a few of them, but I can recognize the tank ones more than I can the airplane ones. That's. I was quite bothered, I suppose, about skins at the beginning of the launch of the game. There was a certain Dazzle skin I wanted, but to be honest, in the last 5 months, I haven't really cared too much about battle packs. I do definitely like that they're there, but it hasn't been a big deal for me, to be honest. But I do like the design side of it. I think it's cool, and the history of it as well is very interesting if you go into actually some of these paint jobs and stuff. Look them up on Wikipedia. Ooh! That was unlucky. A few more follows. Well, a few, I say. About 10. Badass Bud, RRL Turts, Antunes BR101, ATX Gamer 11, J Breezy 70, First Fallen Coco, Na Eske Komai, Seba Pro YT7, and JLF 1993. Beautiful. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Don't know how happy it makes us. puts a massive smile on his face, and it really, really does help. Thank you.
So we have played about, is it like 6 minutes in 30 seconds on the second round here, and GFM in the lead with 14 tickets, yes.
Slightly in the lead, yeah, by about 14 tickets, like you said. But the Netherlands are capping Charlie right now. Got a scout supporting with flares. 2 more follows, Sly and V Willis 4857. Thanks, guys. Just snuck those in there.
There's a bit of dogfighting going over here.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just looking at the chat there for a second. Semp is back. It's a pretty intense dogfight. Let's see what happens here. Interesting to see how those planes are being maneuvered. I wonder how they have their controls set up. I have probably about 1,000 hours in flying between all the Battlefield games. Quite a big fan, I admit. I can just play the whole game just flying all the time. But I'm not even close to some of these pilots, man. They're just amazing. I mean, I can run around in a pub no problem smashing it, but that's nothing compared to some of these guys. It's nice to see the planes from the outside as well. When you tend to be playing, I mean, you do get a chase cam. You don't get to see them in all their glory. They all have so much different character in that, especially with the decals. Airbuster shots there on the tank from GBK. Doing well not to be down.
Here we have the, what do you call this attack plane?
The Tank Hunter.
Yes.
It is the Tank Hunter attack plane, one of my personal favorites, and I'm super happy that after the update they made the velocity on the rounds a lot higher so they can travel better and you can kind of judge them more. I mean, this thing's a beast. You can essentially one-shot most planes, fighter attack if you hit them right, at most 2 shots, and then bombers as well. Very satisfying to be shooting tank shells while flying. Can't beat it.
Gets taken out by the Netherlands, no, GFM's AA gun.
That's right, yeah, hanging back there. Netherlands seems quite happy just having Bravo and Charlie right now, and poking at the GFM team, trying to find a hole in their defense. Oh, actually, sorry. GFM's on red. Apologies. GFM with Charlie, Delta, and Echo. And now trying to hold on to Bravo there. Some long-range tank shots. I don't mind the heavy tank, but I think personally for tank v tank, I go with the landship tank hunter. Just because you can engage from such long distances and just harass the enemy forever. And they takes them usually a long time to figure out where you are. Yeah, it's a good tank, and it's efficient on infantry as well. But you have to be very good to use on infantry. GFM popping flares on Charlie.
So if I remember the rules correctly, on this map you actually can be using the flares compared to the Suez. That will be the second map of tonight's game.
Yeah, that's right. And then Suez, Argonne. I believe there's one more map where they're not allowed. Yeah, Suez, Amiens, and Argonne are the 3 maps the flares are not allowed. So I have to keep an eye out for them. And for this map, they are obviously allowed. Unlucky.
AK asking, what class would be the best for a 12v12 match in your opinion?
I don't know, man. It's a tough question. It's I think those questions always get the same kind of answers. There is no one best class, is there?
Yeah, I agree.
For 12, you know, so it's personal preference, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, if you want me to be honest, obviously, if you want me to give you some baloney answer, I can. But that's the honest answer, mate.
To be honest, I cannot really tell either which would be the best class to be using. It's all supposed to be working together with the different abilities of each class that they have. And but if you're just asking what class I would be running, it's support always.
But yeah, if it's a personal choice, if it's a personal question about what we would run, for me it would either be medic, assault. I mean, support or recon, any of them. It just depends on the situation. When I die, that's when I decide what I'm spawning as next, depending on the situation, right? A lot of times it'll be me spawning in as an assault, just armed to the teeth to tank a takeout, and then switching back. But I'd definitely say preference for me is medic. Autoloading marksman now. For that, it was either the autoloading 16-shot extended or the marksman self-slaughter with the 26 shots. And then definitely running bandages and a syringe, and usually just straight frag grenades. Or smoke if I'm looking to kind of motivate the team to push on the points.
Yeah, smoke is really underused in this game.
Definitely underused and underappreciated, because you get a lot of people moaning about, oh, well, it works both ways, it blocks our view and theirs, but that's not the point. It just can be used as diversionary, it can be used as cover, it can be used to block them from seeing things, you know, so it's got a lot of benefits. It's great for trolling as well.
Yeah, if you find some scouts camping in the edge of the map, you can throw some smokes at them, and they'll get confused what's going on.
It's always good times, yeah. Now, it'd be nice if they had some type of flammable smoke you could throw and then shoot a flare into it and ignite it, but I think that'd be just a bit too OP. But very cool.
Yeah,
I think similar to something that Titanfall has. They have something like that where you can throw some smoke and then it ignites. Oh, it's cool though. If you did buy Battlefield 1 and you've got Titanfall, I think it unlocks the Red Baron skin for you for your mech, which is amazing.
Interesting.
So how often do you repair when you're running support, Chaos?
The repair kit or tool?
Repair tool.
Well, not too often. I mean, it's well,
it's a rare opportunity that arises, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, as a support, you just have to have the ammo, of course. You're no support if you don't carry any kind of ammo with you, and the limpet is just so great fun to use. So if I would have the option to
you're
have
constantly running around throwing down ammo and waiting for limpets.
No. I'm throwing limpets when they reload on their own, and in the meanwhile.
Oh, you don't need a crate for reload on limpets.
I think it's so that it's just on time.
So it's just a cooldown with no ammo requirement, ammo box requirement.
Yes, that's the same with basically any of the support gadgets. The crossbow is the same.
Crossbow, sure, and the mortar.
As a timer.
Well, that opens up a whole new world to me. I wasn't aware of the mechanics on the reload on those. I assumed you had to put it on an ammo box as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's the idea of it is that, well, since you can give yourself ammo, then why would you...
Why have to actually physically put it down? Yeah, great move on the developer's part. Yeah.
But at the same time, though, you don't automatically get bullets, though. So that's kind of weird at the same time, though.
That's weird as well, I suppose. But I think that's a balancing thing more than, you know, a choice about firmness. Imagine on bottomless clip. Those of you just joining us, we are watching Battlefield Nations Netherlands versus German Fighting Machine Germany. And they're going head-to-head on T12 Conquest here on Giant Shadow. ESB rules, so slightly different. Basically, all guns are almost allowed, really. There's only a restriction on the Martini Henry, the Model 10A Hunter, and all versions of the automatic, though. and then only gas grenades are banned. And also you can use scout flares. If you want more on the rules, you can check that out at ESB.com. I think it's Esport Battlefield.
Indeed. And we have a really tight second round here. With, GFM leading only with 2 tickets at the moment. 1 ticket. So Netherlands catching up. Actually tied now. And
Patrick Hawes spamming that marksman, yeah. Here we go, and they've got the lead now. NL in the lead, 303 to 302. It might be a little bit, but that's more than enough, I think, to get them psyched and stoked. What's coming next? I think they're going to hold it down and show their true worth here.
Netherlands wants to win this map, they would need to win by having more than, or 87 tickets more than GFM has at the end. So in other,
that's right.
In other
GFM
words,
had 500.
Yeah. So in other words, Netherlands would need to prevent GFM from reaching 413 tickets. So
413 or 412? Yeah, they can't reach 413. So as soon as they go over 412, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great shot there from Kevin on that AT Rocket Man distance, and he didn't have time really, and that was awesome. Really good.
So, Netherlands.
I think they're going to go for the all cap here, because they just know how much pressure is on right now.
Yes, they managed to capture D here and pushing E really fast and strong.
Oh, look at all those flares, man. They're going to have super, super good situational awareness here. Oh, I've got King falling here behind the tank, trying to probably throw some dynamite. Unlucky. Good attempt, though. They've got to watch out for that flank, though. If GFM gets somebody behind them, it's game over. Ooh, that tank getting smashed by the air burster ship. Popping smoke, looks like it's repair time. Has he got support there? It does look like he has support repairing as well. Oh, this is crazy, man. Last minute turnaround here.
It seems like Netherlands has managed to capture E.
Yeah, this is going to be an all cap. Oh, they've got the flank. Someone got to Charlie. Might have jumped out of a plane. What they need to do now is not rush over there by foot. They should actually have their pilots dropping people down there into Charlie.
Oh,
it looks like that's what GFM's done, is just spawned in on planes and dropped out.
Yes, GFM is capturing C and capturing B and also moving at D at the same time, so it seemed like there was a bit too much manpower left on capturing E from the Netherlands side.
Definitely, and but the all cap was the right move because they knew they had to prevent that 413. Because as soon as GFM gets 413, they get this map. So they made the right decision, worth the risk, definitely. Because they knew tracking now, if they played defensively, that Germany would get to that 4-1. Taita Tommy pushing in on Bravo with the artillery truck. I love it. Let's see if he can take out Hawkfire over there in the building. He's got a friend spawning in on him as well. Definitely use some flares over there on Bravo for Taita Tommy. I'm curious about what the rules are on flares in attack planes, so on and so forth. I assume they'll be just the same as for the scout.
Yes, I assume so too.
It's all coming to a head at Delta now. The Rebel, which I believe is the Rebel in German. Don't have to be genius to figure that one out. Getting wrecked by the tank there. But a quick revive from his teammates, so...
Netherlands pushing C.
Netherlands still in the lead as well.
Yeah, by 40 tickets.
They can get this still. They can definitely still get this. All they need is that Charlie cap, and they might actually be able to... I'd have to do the maths and get a calculator out.
I am quite sure that they would need the whole 3 flags from this point on until the end of the match.
To prevent the 4-1-3.
Yes.
I think it would have to be 3. AK with a well played to Germany there. Yeah, and AK says medic for him, autoloading marksman, best gun in the game. Yeah, definitely one of the better guns in the game. 100% with you on that one, mate. Whether it's the extended or the marksman or whatever. it's a good gun, but if you can master the marksman, then I think that's the best one. Even if you get into situations when you run out of 5 bullets, for example, you can easily just hit someone once or twice with the marksman, and then just switch to auto revolver, LMLE, and finish them off. Auto revolver usually 1 shot, MLE 2 or 3. $417-373. Netherlands looking to get Delta right now, making all the right moves. Let's just see if they've done it in the right amount of time. Right, some more follows. Matt Rock 50, Slavic Wannabe, Inferno Streak 1, Cosmic Smoke. That a Polish player? Cosmic Dragon? Huh? Or was it supposed to be Cosmic Smoke? Manny Salazar 87, King Kong AZ, Brandon Elong, EA Long, Leon 332, Joseph Knutson, Trent 4W, Kunwari Skander 16, Brandon Lee 678, Money Marin, Jacques Loren, Blazer X Live, Beheb D DBD Hebe DVD, B Milan 59, and Bambosaurus. Wow. A lot of mouthfuls there, but a lot of cool names. Thanks, guys, for all the follows. We really appreciate it. You don't even realize how much of a smile it puts on our face. Thank you.
Babkov Nitro did a really nice maneuver to actually change the position with the planes. It was Baklamasi was following him, but with his interesting maneuver, he actually managed to switch the places and get some shots.
And take him out with the, yeah, brilliant. I think this is going to go to GFM, though, if I'm mistaken. There's 413 for them. So GFM gets Giant Shadow by having the most points overall.
Tickets.
They are going to play out, tickets overall, which will give them 1 point currently. Since they won the map, that is 1 point on tickets. So, important distinctions there. We are going to play to the end. We don't just...
Yes, it definitely seems like at this point that Netherlands will be winning the second round, though. They are in the lead with more than 30 tickets. And at this point it's quite a lot to try to reach or gain that difference.
Let's see how the teams have final moments here. That airbuster plane really wreaking havoc on the German tank there. Is that still, who's still flying that for the Netherlands? GMK? GBK, that's the one. Yeah, he's just going over and over on that tank there. Not giving it, well, trying not to give it a chance to repair. And with both fighters, with both planes focusing on it, I think that the NL have decided that the tank's really pissing them off, and it's something they need to focus on. Can we flick the scoreboard on the screen for a second, maybe?
Yes,
have a quick look before the
course.
game's over. Great, 17-2, 18-2, 18-2, 17-7, and 21-12 leaders on the NL side. And 6-2, 11-5, and 11-7 leaders on GFM Germany side. A lot of varying KDs there, but it looks like NL overall has the better ratio per player.
Yes, it definitely
Not for the whole team, maybe,
like
but
so.
definitely per player. And that's going to be what the difference was for them, I think, in this match.
Netherlands taking the win on the second round with the score 500 to 463.
Papsy83 is asking, was the Giant Shadow GFM's choice? Or were there any choices involved at all in this?
Yes, I actually have no idea which way it was. But GFM taking the first win here on our
And Netherlands
match.
with best squad here as well. Tied Tommy in there. He was running the artillery truck for a bit there, I know, and then GBK obviously flying in the sky real high with his fighter.
So the overall ticket difference between these two rounds was only 50 for GFM. So the first round ended 413, 500 for GFM, and the second one ended 500, 463 for Netherlands.
So now, essentially, a clean slate. Second map, we'll have 2 rounds again, and whoever gets the most points overall will be the winner.
Indeed.
Thanks, Overdose, for the follow, and Popeye King as well. That's making me think of Popeye Chicken. I'm hungry now.
And now, while we're waiting for the teams to get ready on the correct sides on the second map of our game, we will be having a small of a break and enjoy the tunes.
Jump!
AK, I don't mind Monday's AK because tomorrow's bank holiday. So here in England, we get, and the UK, apologies, we get the day off. So we're not bothered about the Monday. But yeah, we're back. All-Star Punk 99 ChaosZake. We are here with Netherlands, Battlefield Nations Netherlands. We've also got GFM, German Fighting Machines, Germany. And they're going head-to-head in the scrim on T12, Conquest. Germany did win the first map against Netherlands, and now Netherlands has a chance to claim a point of their own. We are playing ESB rules, so you might see some gadgets and weapons you're not familiar with from our rules, but trust us, they are allowed, including shotguns, yeah, other than the Model 10A Hunter. I will let you guys know now as well, I will probably be leaving before which is over. I didn't foresee it happening this way, to be honest. But Cass will still be here with you, and he's probably smarter and more organized than me, and actually knows what's going on. So don't worry, you're in better hands. So thanks.
So if you're there watching the stream, please comment so I can actually know that what you want to be seeing or stuff like that. Like, is there any players that you want me to spectate or anything?
Very good point. If you're ever watching our streams and, hey, we want more first person, or we want to follow this guy, or why aren't you doing that? Just shout it out, man, and we're happy to oblige if we can. Obviously, if there's no technical issues preventing us from doing it, we'll definitely deliver it to you. Oh yeah, AK said he didn't hear what you said. I assume you're referring to me. We have bank holidays Mondays here in the UK, so we don't have to worry about Mondays sometimes. I think we get about 8 bank holidays a year, so I get tomorrow off. I'm just trying to rub it in your face, AK. Woo -woo. I love you, bro. We love all of you, and thank you for all the follows. You guys are so amazing, honestly. You could be anywhere and you're here with us, and it means a lot, because we know how busy everybody's lives are. So I'm going to shout out to a few guys here. Sakarura, Dead You Are, Ulysses G. Allen, and Daniel Gamer 147258. Thank you guys for the follows. We appreciate you very, very much.
I wonder how many follows we've gotten during this stream.
I can actually count. Let's see.
I think it's... could it be 100? I don't know.
I don't know, but I am at... Ow,
I'll deal with those wounds if you like. Machine gun over there.
1920.
I have eyes on a shock trooper.
Yeah, it's about at least 50 follows so far,
Right.
and that was counting really quick scrolling. So
Right.
I'd say between 50 and 70 follows today in the last hour or so. So you guys are amazing. And this is just a friendly little scrim we threw together, so it's really cool that you're actually here tuning in.
Zero Spark had a really cheeky field gunkin or a infantry there.
Yeah, looking at the kill feed, I'm seeing a lot more GFM than I am seeing NL. I'm getting kills, especially Hawkfire. I'm assuming he's running the MG telescopic.
Let's see.
And GFM has the overall advantage on points cap.
I think it's the Storm variant. Let's see. Yes. No, it's low weight.
Low weight, yeah.
Yes.
That's my second one. I only use telescopic and low weight. From the MG anyway.
I haven't used MG in a while. I mean, I've been using the bar and the Chocho.
Oh yeah, the Shout or the Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's beast. I love it. It's got a great reload animation and it feels like a much stronger, chunkier gun. I like the Hote, or however you pronounce it, the Canadian semi-automatic. Oh, it was a Canadian bolt action that they converted to an LMG, right?
Cute? I don't
Cute,
know.
yeah.
I
Great
think
gun.
that's
Great
the
gun if
way
you know how to
you
use
say
it. DPS is weak. Some random bullet deviation, but if you unlock the optical, it's so much better.
It is.
No, better. It's so worth the grind.
That's the same with the Self-Slaughter 1906. the sniper variant of it is definitely the weapon that it should have
Worth
been.
unlocking, yeah. Yeah, it's a 10-shot or 5-shot. I don't remember.
It's still a 5-shot. 5-shot.
It's a 5-shot. Yeah, it's got the bipod. I know I unlocked it recently, but I'm just so attached to my auto loading. But I definitely gave it a fair shot because I did use the self-slaughter marksman and the factory quite a bit. 26-round mag. But different guns, obviously. The 1906, you said, right?
What?
The 1906 self-slaughter is different to the self-slaughter factory, right?
Yes, it is. You cut off a bit there at the end, so I'm not too sure how did you end that sentence.
No, there's just very many. There's a lot of variations of self-slaughter out there.
So,
Empty kills. Just having a look at the chat here. Sorry.
Yeah. So we have quite a even match or round here again. The difference is also only at 13 tickets, so definitely not a lot.
We've gotten 5 more follows, so I'm just going to do those now. Zeus81, iTorPU, Agus 123443V, Sis Kolithu, and Jose619 Omega. Thanks a lot for the follows, guys. I can't even keep up. Yeah, so GFM has had B, Bravo, and Charlie for quite a bit here. Interesting map choice, not many flags to cap, and a difficult map in a lot of ways, in my opinion. Obviously, at the start of Battlefield 1, there's been a few revisions of this map, and even DICE said it needs a bit of tweaking. I don't know if there's a single game mode I like playing on here. There is one thing I wish they had on this map.
Have you tried Rush?
No, I hadn't played Rush. I might have had a Rush or two. Might have played a round or two of Rush on here. Yeah, a while ago.
Well, yeah, I think Rush and Operations work on this map quite well, actually. I mean, this map is really designed for that linear kind of a game modes, and Operation and Rush are those kind of linear game modes that work here well. And I assume that this could be a good map for Frontlines too. I'm hoping.
Yeah, definitely for Frontlines. I agree with you on the operations side, but it all depends on how good you... Like, there's some basic common sense stuff that you do and do not do on this map. And in pub games, it's hard to find teams that even push the point, you know?
Yeah.
Especially on Suez, because it's such a friendly, long-range map for people who love sniping on it. So you get a bunch of scouts. No hate on the scouts, you know, everybody plays a part. But you do get a lot of scouts not capping points in this a lot. Frustrating. But you're right, yeah, it's definitely a playable map. Could you imagine getting planes on here, though? That is the one thing I wish they had planes. It would be so OP.
Yeah, I don't...
Actually, bombers.
Well, I mean, of course I cannot say anything before I wouldn't have had a test on it, but I mean, I think planes wouldn't really fit too well on this map.
I think they would be overpowered, to be honest, for infantry on the ground. If you used, you know, the attack plane or the bomber and a few flares, you could wipe out squads. There's no cover. There's no cover. It would be interesting to have the planes, though, to go against the Behemoth train on some of the game mode. This is a great map for the landship tank hunter I was speaking about earlier, because you can just shoot pretty much across the whole map and kill infantry, tanks, field guns, anything, really. We've got Heavenfire and Hawkfire. Looks like that's a running tread in the GFM team.
So, Pepsi asking on the chat that what do we think of the new frontline maps? He's referring to the Ballroom Blitz and the Monte Grappa that got the Frontlines game available to them. I mean, that recent patch. And
I can't say. I haven't played them and I haven't spec'd them yet.
Out of those, I think actually Monte Grappa works better as a frontline map instead of the Ballroom Blitz. Don't get me wrong, Ballroom Blitz works as a frontlines quite well, but not as good as the Monte Grappa, I think. And I really like the way how they did the Monte Grappa, because it has like 7 flags in between the MCOMs, so that's the highest number of flags on frontlines we've seen before in any of the maps. And I really like that for a frontline game mode, it has a lot of different areas where the map is actually taking, or the match is taking place. So
yeah, Mount Grappa's one of my favorite maps overall, like in any game mode. Yeah, there were some issues on like operations and people not realizing you can cap the bunker from up top, for example, or not, using AT rockets or limpets to blow the doors up. So that's always been a big issue, is the bunkers on Mount Grappa. But I think within the last few months, the community in general and public have approached that much better now. So it's a lot more playable than like that's 6 months ago. But I'd love to see it on front lines, and with seven flags in between the MCOMs, that's ridiculous. I thought that Verdun, yes, Verdun Heights. That had quite a decent flags as well between them. That's the map I've played most.
yeah. So yeah, about the Monte Grappas, well, because it's front lines, it's pushing that fight in a really specific area every second. I mean, the fight is really happening at small of an area in a large of a map. So it's not, and the points are not only on the bunkers, so it's actually forcing you to play outside the bunkers too. So so that's one of the reasons I like it, because for example, if you play Conquest on Monte Grappa, then it's bunker camping 24/7, but on the front lines it cannot be. Or if it is, then you're missing all the action.
It looks like NL might get an all cap here.
Yes, they're going for it.
Yeah.
But GFM is capturing D, actually.
Right, I'm signing off, folks. I'm going to do our follows here that we just got, if that's okay with you guys. We're going to do, let's see here, where did we stop? Zeus81, thank you for the follow. iTorpu, oh, sorry, I think we've done these, might do them again. Agus123, 443V. Here we go. KK Pindi, thank you for the follow. IKEA Anime, thank you for the follow. KKTGR, thank you for the follow. Nick Craymond, thank you for the follow. Kevin Flores 2507, thank you for the follow. Dog UK Anal, thank you for the follow. Vinny Mitz, thank you for the follow. At OMXB, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys. You guys are beautiful. We love you so much. You honestly cannot realize how stoked it gets us to have people following and watching. It's amazing. Better than getting bonus on my paycheck. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I've got to bounce. I'm really, really sorry, but you're in very capable hands with ChaosZake. He is an absolute legend.
Thanks for having or joining in to commentate. And yes, we will be definitely having you commentate at some point in the future again, of course.
Thanks for having me, guys, and thanks for letting me commentate, and thanks for tuning in, folks. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.
So, I'm alone. And just to not make it so that I'm the only one talking here, you can be active on the chat, I would say. I'll try to read out any of your comments that seem like a good comment to actually read. But about the match itself, it's Netherlands actually in the lead here with 5 tickets, no actually, with 2 tickets only at the moment. So definitely it has been a really tight match all around on all the 3 rounds, or the 2 previous rounds and this 3rd round here. So it's at this point it's still hard to say which team would be taking the win on this specific round, on the 1st round on Suez. Kevin here using the Hellrigel, which would be the better way to pronounce it, I don't know. Not surprised, as you guys may see, the killing feed is full of usage of Hellrigel. Not surprised at all. You want to spectate Killer Ben? I cannot find his name. There he is, he's dead. I can't spectate him. Eagle. Hellreagle. Is that correct? Okay. So, we haven't really been doing a lot of streams on Conquest before on our channel, and if any of you have been there watching the whole stream, what do you think of the actual length of the rounds or the maps or the match itself? And yes, especially now when I'm talking here by myself, it's feeling to be really long of a stream, so I wonder if it's enjoyable for this viewer's part to actually watch this a monstrosity of a piece. About the front lines in our rules and on the upcoming Frontlines tournament, actually we are planning to do only 2 rounds, so only 1 map per match, so those might be actually quite some short games, and I think the plan for it is to be actually having 2 matches going in one stream, which would end up being about from 1 hour to maybe 1 hour and a half kind of streams, to be having 2 matches of Frontlines in it. So yes, 2 rounds of Frontlines aren't really that long, because they don't really seem to be going for the 20 minutes per round. At least all the ones that we have actually streamed before have actually no, one of the rounds did take 20 minutes, but the rest of them have ended by destroying the MCOM stations at about 10 minutes for each round. Yep, I know, it's kind of weird to be talking here by myself. I don't do this often. At least I don't admit it that I do it often. And about the score here, GFM has taken the lead here, even though a few minutes ago it was actually really tied. They are in the lead with 60, no, almost 70 tickets. And they definitely seem to be taking the win on this round. But Netherlands definitely isn't too much far away in the behind on the actual count of the tickets, so wouldn't be surprised if they would manage to be getting the win on the second round and maybe even winning the whole map. Thanks for the follows again. It seems like we've gotten about 10 again since we've set the names on it. So thank you all for following, and welcome to view the BFNations streams. Oh yeah, any of you viewers there, how do you like the overlay placement? The new one with the squad menus saying the actual name of the team. Is it easier to see what's going on? Yes, there is a lot less stuff going on with the overlays, even though technically it's exactly the same info. We haven't removed any info, or we haven't really added anything new. It's just well, actually, yeah, we're blocking some of the game info itself. That's not necessary to be shown. GFM 20 tickets away from taking the round win, and Netherlands is almost 100 tickets away behind, more like 90. Me playing comp games? I don't know. I mean, I don't find myself being that great of a player. I mean, wrecking public lobbies is no problem for me, but I mean, that still doesn't really show any skill, I would say. I mean, I would be saying that I myself I am a bit better than the average, but not by much. So, GFM taking the round win here with 500 to 407. So that's a 93 ticket difference for GFM. So, which means that if Netherlands wants to take the win on this round, they would need to prevent GFM reaching 407 tickets. It's doable, but I'm doubtful to see that happen. Sorry to say, if you're Netherlands, or what's the actual word for Netherlands people? Dutch, yeah, that's the word, right? So, yes, there will be a few minutes again before the teams will be ready to actually play. They'll be probably doing some switching players and stuff like that, so we will be having a small break here, and enjoy the tunes.
Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing
Hello again. So, welcome back, and we have the fourth round of Netherlands versus German fight machines starting up, and the current score is 0-1, the 1.4 GFM, and the third round, the previous round, ended 500 and 400 to 7 for GFM. Which means that if Netherlands wants to win this map, they would need to be actually preventing GFM from reaching 407? Yes, they need to prevent GFM reaching 407 tickets. And we're about to find out if they'll be able to do that. And again, thanks for all the follows that you guys have been clicking there quite eagerly. There's quite a lot of them getting there today. Thanks for all of them. Hopefully you're enjoying your time. And if you just tuned in, or your first time here watching BFNations, no, normally it's not only one guy here explaining what's happening in the match. Usually there's two of us, but unfortunately our commentator all-star had to leave, unfortunately. And yeah, it's me here by myself talking with you guys and trying to focus on the actual game. So, GFM in the lead with, with 1 ticket, 2 tickets, so again, this start of the match is quite tied up. A long-range tank battle here, that seems to be going for the GFM's way. Netherlands had to retreat out of it.
That's first aid for you. You want me to patch you up?
So now GFM pushing for that triple cap, you would say. They are not capturing B at the moment, but actually they had to retreat out of it. But GFM is holding C and D flags quite strongly. Netherlands has not managed to seemingly to be able to try to take Charlie or Delta for themselves. Now GFM making the push for Bravo. And some Netherlands players have managed to flank all the way to D. seems like Netherlands' flank to try to get Delta has not paid out yet. They're still around there, but they're not really capturing it. Actually, GFM is was taking the Delta flag back for themselves.
There's an enemy.
Interestingly, the fights are going at DNB, and it seems like no one is even capturing or defending Charlie at the moment. And it seems like the Netherlands players are trying to work as a spawn points here at Delta. Not pushing for the flag yet. Nice revolver kill there. Oh, almost did another, but nope, not this time. Nice double kill by Kevin, almost a triple, but gets taken out. Kevin here facing an enemy tank, didn't stand a chance. Longest stream? No, it isn't. The longest stream was probably the one when we were doing the what was it? The tournament, the domination tournament finals. We started off that match with the USA versus Canada frontlines match. We played that one through, and afterwards we had the actual tournament match. So that stream overall lasted like 3 hours or so. More than 3 hours it was. So yeah, I was sitting it through all the way. So that was quite a long. But yeah, this one has been going only for 2 hours in 2 minutes. Yes, I think if BFNations would want to be doing a lot of Conquest matches, especially as streams, then it would be a good idea to just play only one map. Because even though usually people when they stream on Twitch and stuff like that, like in general, those streams tend to be several hours, but well, they are really just it's easy. Well, when you're just playing the game and streaming while you're doing it, then it's easy to do it. But when you're actually trying to be spectating other people playing and talking about it, then it gets quite hard to do it for several hours in a one go. So GFM here with holding almost all of the flags. I don't think they did I don't think they managed to actually reach it though, because they're not gaining a lot of tickets thereby. Well, our usual streaming days are on weekends, but it's not discluded to stream during the weekdays. For example, we could be doing some one game or one community event some Tuesday or Wednesday night. Those could be a good idea, but the problem with it is that the time that works for all the different parties involved is quite hard to come up with, because well, during the weekdays people tend to go to sleep quite early. People have jobs and stuff to wake up for, so it's a better idea to have those streams going in the actual weekends. "24-hour stream." Yeah, that sounds like an interesting idea. Maybe we should be doing that when we actually have a LAN party or something like that, as a BFNation tournament or something. If we ever hold a LAN party tournament. So GFM is in the lead with 100 tickets already at this point of the match, so I'm surprised that this fall of a round is not so tied up as the previous 3 rounds have been. So it seems like is Netherlands have they gave up or what? But at this current state it seems like Netherlands is going to lose this match. I think technically in order to gain that current 100 tickets difference all the way to 0, and then trying to gain that another 87 tickets, no, 93 tickets that they need to win this match by, if they want to win this map. So yeah, they would need to be holding all of the flags for the rest of the time, I'm quite sure. Hey Kesso, join into this stream chat so you can talk with me. So I don't need to be here alone. I didn't mean that. I meant that commentating alone here is quite interesting. Norton trying to do the sliding around with the Hellriegel and did not manage to get the kill. Tita Tommy with the beauty bar, trying to do the same maneuver, but failed to do so again. Patrick's aim was somewhere else instead of the enemy. Was missing quite a lot of the shots and got killed because of it. Netherlands have managed to move up for Charlie, but GFM has quite a lot of defenders there, taking that flag back for themselves and pretty much clearing the flag from all the Netherlands or Dutch. So what's the Wednesday stream you were talking about? It was... You were asking if we want to stream something on Wednesday?
I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
So what's that game? It's Frontlines, I assume. And... Is it Finland versus something? Okay. Well, yeah. I cannot tell yet if I would be able to stream it. I'll definitely need to take a look into it. So, we'll see.
Yaralanmış. Seni tedavi et. I can patch you wounds. How are you? First aid.
It's such an interesting bug, that invisible hands in the spectator mode. It happens quite a lot. It looks quite interesting. Floating revolver there. Getting a few kills with it. Oh, almost few kills. I believe that the cavalry class is banned in the ESP rules. Well, Patrickos did redeploy, so no harm done there, but... I can see though why they would have wanted to ban the cavalry class. If you ditch the horse and actually use it as a regular infantry, it gets to be quite an overpowered class. Especially if you are good to shoot with the Russian cavalry rifle that it comes with. Oh, that was a nice saber kill there. But so the cavalry, if you ditch the horse, it's really overpowered class, but I mean, for a match like this, if you could prevent that you must stay on the horse, you must die with your horse, then it would probably be good to be used in a match like this. But I don't know. Maybe the simpler way is just banning the whole cavalry class overall. GFM only 17 tickets away from winning the 4th round here, which brings them to be the, well, technically they have already won the match. And just to recap the scores of our today's game. First round on GiantZake, GFM took the win, 500 tickets to 413. And second one was won by Netherlands, 500 to 463, which gave the GFM their first point. And previous round, it was on Suez, 500 to 407 for GFM, and now this round ended 500 and 347 for GFM. So overall, GFM did win both of the maps. So GG, well played. Oh yeah, I need to give you your damn battle coins for all the people who bet it right. And most people did know or bet right. Majority of the votes were for GFM. So looking at the scoreboard real quick, not too many names to stand out. Only the people who were using the tanks have some unusual KDs there. So I was not planning to do any interviews with any of the matches, team leaders or clan leaders, not this time, but so I think I would be wrapping it up with you guys. So I would be saying thanks for all the follows. We've gotten like 100 of them during this stream. Just got one now. Thanks for that, Carnage. And yes, it will be the end of this weekend's streams with it. We do not know yet what will be streamed the next weekend. I believe we will be streaming some matches, and the weekend after that, I think it's the start of our Frontlines tournaments. So definitely you should be taking a look into that when that's happening in 2 weeks. But yes, that's pretty much all that I needed to say. Anyone want to ask anything just for the end of it? Nope. Anyway, if any of you new people here watching the stream, you can join our Discord channel. Down below you can see the link on the Discord tile. Click it and it will give you the Discord invite. Discord is where our BFNations actually is at. Of course, we have our website too, where you can look into some info, but the Discord is the place to meet all the people and all the other all the people from the same nation or a different nation if you prefer that. So, wrapping it up, guys. Thanks for all the love with the follows, and thanks for watching, and we will be catching you guys later.